Hi and welcome to godspanish.com, the only place we take you to the Olympus. Today we're going to speak a little about grammar and basic conversation. You already know the structure of the Spanish. I will remind you some things. So here we go. In general, in informal Spanish, we start the conversation with hi. It's hola. Remember that the H doesn't have any sound. Remember it, okay? It's not hola or hola, it's hola, oh. So, for a better, to be in a formal context, we need to use buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. We have these three words, días, tardes, noches, is the time, the morning, the evening, or the night. These have something special in the Spanish. In UK, they are really exact with the time. They change depends on the hour. Spain not so much. Probably it's the evening already, but it's maybe 1. Most people will say buenos días because they didn't eat. So it's more connected with if you ate or not. And with buenas noches, doesn't depend on the hour, depends on the light. In Spain, the summers are really long. Sometimes it's really late, and we still have a beautiful light. So it will be buenas tardes. If it's maybe 9, 9:30, even 10. After it, I want to tell you in Russian is привет and здравствуйте. So remember, we use the good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon. You have even more than that. ¿Cómo te llamas? What's your name? How do you call yourself somehow? There, I want you to look te. I explained you before. Do you remember? Okay, I will tell you anyways. We have me, te, se, nos, os, se. We use it for reflexive verbs. When it is a verb reflexive, it's when the subject and the object are the same. We have the verb lavar, it's to wash. Yo lavo, tú lavas, él lava, nosotros lavamos, vosotros laváis, ellos lavan. Obviously we have ello, ella, usted to be formal, nosotros and nosotras, vosotros and nosotras, ellos, ellas, and ustedes. So the action must fall somewhere. I can say yo lavo el coche, I will clean the car. But what happens if we wash ourselves? If the subject of the sentence, yo, and the object, so is where the action follows, is the same. I wash myself. Well, this is really easy. Sorry, I jump to the future. So yo me lavo. Tú te lavas. So I wash myself. He washed himself. Él se lava. He washed himself. Nosotros nos lavamos. We wash ourselves. Vosotros os laváis. They wash themselves. Ellos se lavan. Well, in fact, I just make a mistake. Vosotros is you in plural. All of you wash yourselves, and ellos, they wash themselves. So there is something interesting about when he's speaking about taking showers and washing. It's not like we wash each other. You can use it with that meaning. But you can say, ¿por qué no nos duchamos? Nos duchamos. Nosotros nos lavamos. Nosotros nos duchamos. You need to start to go in order. So it's not literal meaning. Even in the rational ways we have to wash each other is the mathematical way to understand the language. Here, in the context, it's more like you go first and then go, but we need to start washing ourselves. So, it's really important. ¿Cómo te llamas? It's how do you call yourself, okay? How we answer that? Yo me llamo Miguel. My name is Miguel. ¿Y tú? It's a short way to say ¿cómo te llamas? Or ¿y tú cómo te llamas? how do you call yourself? It's interesting, the way of thinking and the constructions of the sentences. In each language is different. Other languages is how the people calls you. It's something like that. It's so amazing. After both of you get the name of each other, it's polite, maybe too much, but polite, depending on the context. Say очень приятно in Russian, and in Spanish, encantado de conocerte, o encantado de conocerle. Also, mucho gusto. It's a polite way to answer after getting the names. And being polite is always good and never kills anybody. Okay? Typical things that everybody asks when you're a foreigner. ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from? That is really easy. Yo soy de Madrid. If we're speaking about the city, we put de. Yo soy de, and then the city. You say the nationality, like French, British, Russian. Yo soy ruso. You don't need de. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Sorry, how are you? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. Fenomenal. Bien, gracias. Muy bien. Really well. Oh, great. Fenomenal. It's all of them. It's the intensity. Muy bien is really good. Fenomenal is like everything goes great. And bien is I'm okay. Thanks. In UK I hear a million times I can't complain. It's so depressing. Don't do that in Spain. Okay? We are always like positive all the time. We're full of positive energy. Again, to ask the same, you don't have to say ¿Cómo estás? Or ¿Y tú cómo estás? You only need to say ¿Y tú? Like with your name. And for saying goodbye, you can say hasta luego, see you later, or adios is goodbye. So now you see here the verbs are in red, and you must memorize them. They are really easy. Llamar, the first conjugation finish in ar. Yo me llamo, tú te llamas, él se llama, nosotros nos llamamos, vosotros nos llamáis, ellos nos llaman. It's a reflexive verb. Llamar must fall in somewhere, and if the action falls in the same, is the same person that who does the action, is reflexive. This is a reflexive verb. So going again to the reflexive, métese, no sé. We can change obviously. You can wash yourself, to wash your dog or whatever. You can call. Llamar is also for to make a phone call to somebody. Call my friend. Obviously it's by phone. You're not going to start screaming on the street if he's 10 kilometers from there. So llámale. When it's to him, we use le. Imagine that you lose the phone. You will say, llámame. No encuentro el teléfono. He's not here, he's coming late. Llámale para que venga. Also, llámalos a ellos. Llámalos. O llámanos por la tarde. Imagine your family will go to a trip, and your granny is worried and he wants to, because it's a long travel. So you say, hey, don't worry. Llámanos a las 6. We will be there. Call us at 6. We will be there. Okay? So remember, you can change everything. I will put more and more examples of this, so don't worry, you will see in the next video. Have a nice day and enjoy Spanish. And also remember that if I'm here with the cloudy skies and the grey buildings, you can go to Spain. Beautiful Spain, where everybody smiles and the cold is far away from you, where the wind kisses your skin with soft golden light and makes it feel in paradise with beautiful dishes where you don't have to buy organic food because we only call it food. Nice place, cheap, where everybody loves you. Have a nice day and see you next video.